But you are right in the camera. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Okay, wait. I was turning that radio down because I tell them like they will catch me quickly on a copyright strike, and already going online yesterday. It was like within minutes they were like, "You're infringing on this song." I'm like, "Oh my god!" It's like their system is. They pick up on it, even though that music is all the way back down in their other room. They pick up on that stuff quickly. So, okay, I'm going live again because I'm just gonna talk, but again, like I said the other day, I think people don't think I really do nails. It is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's 2 o'clock. Hi, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. She is my fourth client of the day. So I just want to show people what it's really like to do nails for real, like paying your bills. Every set you see me do is not gonna be all fancy and all this million crystals and all that. That's really not realistic. I tell people that all the time. That's not realistic for most nail techs that I know that pay their bills doing nails. Realistically, if you're going to have enough income to pay all your bills, you're going to have a nice mix of clientele. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's been a regular, so you're going to have a nice mix. Everybody can't be complicated and, super this and super that, super this and super that, unless you're getting super money. So you have to have a good mix of all that craziness if that's what you like to do, mixed in with just some regular, more calm people, like a good mix of clientele. Like realistically, you wouldn't get much done in a day unless you just, let me see that hand one more time. Unless you just charging them like, you charging them for it, because at the end of the day, you need to know how much money you need to make a day to survive. So if you don't have them clients that's going to give you, let's say you want to make 300 a day. That would mean if you only want to, you want to do these designs and you taking 5-6 hours to work on this fancy set that you saw on Instagram or whatever, and it's going to take you hours and hours and hours to do that. That would mean that you need to find 2 people a day that's going to pay you $150 for a set of nails, right? So a lot of people, I think, are getting caught up in wanting to do all this fanciness all day because there's this la-di-da fantasy of what being a nail tech is like. It's all fun and glitter. And that's funny because I'm doing glitter right now. It's all la-di-da fun and glitter all day, but really, some of the work may be more plain. It may not even excite you. And I'm not saying it because I'm doing her nails. I just decided to go live because I'm like, yeah, it's 2 o'clock and I'm already on my 4th person. So those days, she said when she went to book with me, I don't know if you want to talk.
That's fine.
You want to talk or no? You want me to keep talking?
What you want me to talk about?
I think you're going to be, I think she's shy. Are you shy?
No, I'm not shy.
This is my meanest client.
I am not mean.
She the meanest. Like, I had to pray and everything. No, I'm just playing. No, she was just telling me that she was trying to get in, and when she went to go in, there was nothing available, so she just took the 1 o'clock.
Yep.
So, because I'm moving along, and I already told my next client, I'm like, I just told her to come 15 minutes later, just because I don't like to have people sitting around at all. So when she comes, she'll be able to get right in the chair.
Right.
Most of my clients, Winter been coming to me since the beginning, since I first moved back here. She knows.
Yep.
How often do you come and I have you sitting around?
Never.
When you come, you
Never.
usually can get in a chair.
Yep.
And I know her too. I know that she's gonna take a little bit longer to pick colors.
I'm indecisive.
I didn't say it. I didn't say nothing. Okay.
I am. I'm indecisive.
I didn't say anything. She said that. Let's switch hands. I'm gonna put one more.
But you know I am.
But you got to get to know people. So I can tell you also, she works in the hospitality industry. She is a hospitality industry professional, and so I know that she works very hard. She does a lot of physical labor. So her nails, I know they need to be a little bit thicker, a little bit sturdier, because I may not see her for 6 weeks.
She's right.
Yeah, like I should have started from the beginning. These nails were all the way out.
And they last.
Yeah, nothing was wrong. Everything was in place. And also, what am I doing? I'm doing mermaid on here. Also, with her nails, I had to cut them down. So this has not even been an hour. So it's a fill-in, Ooh, that's gorgeous on there.
It is.
I didn't even ask you if you wanted this.
That's okay. You know what I want.
I
She
just
know what I like.
I just gave it to you, honey, because we need to do this. The spirit guides told me to put this mermaid coating on this blue because it's dark and we need to pop it out some different ways.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess what I'm trying to say is you really got to have a good mix of people, and you want to find ways to make your work day easier. And you got to know which clients it'll be a good fit for. Like with her, I know how to make her nails look more than what they are without
Oh,
doing that three. See, she said she liked that. Without doing that 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hour set. We got to find ways to be
mm-hmm.
move along expeditiously in your day. You will not really be profitable in being a nail tech and be able to support yourself full time if you want to sit up and do sets that's going to take you 4 and 5 hours. If you don't know how to move fast, then you're going to have to find some clientele to help buffer it out because at the end of the day, you know what your daily goals, your weekly goals, and all that are. We have to look at it as a business. So there's a way to make sets look more fancy without, yeah, she could be in and out of my house in an hour.
Mm-hmm.
I told her to come a few minutes later, 15 minutes later, but really, I'm going to be on time. But I'd rather just call in advance and let the person know I need you to come a little later. I don't like people sitting and waiting. My
And I
client.
think that's why most of your clients stick with you because they don't have to wait.
Yeah, I don't play that. I don't play that. And you know what? It's a mutual respect. Like if we're running, same thing. I'm saying the same thing over. And these are all different people. But we just let each other know what's going on. If something's happened with our schedule, either way, we let each other know in advance. She'll be like, I'm running 15 minutes, which that rarely happens with her. But I'm just saying, they all do that. So over time, I just ended up having a good mix. And then like yesterday, you all saw the client. You all saw 2 different types of clients I had yesterday. I had the young girl, right? And I'm going to do something on here with some new stones I got. I had the young girl, the rapper or whatever. I don't want this to fall. I had the young girl. I had the young girl who gets a lot of stuff, right? But I know when she books, I instantly go into my book and adjust more time. Hey, London, where have you been? I'm going to instantly go into my books and adjust more time for her because I know that she's going to take up a little more time. Would this bother you if I put that on there? These are pretty. Okay. So that's that. And then you saw the younger girl. So I have a clientele mix from young teenager all the way up to about 60 something years old. But that good mix helps me to move along and to make my weekly goals because my goal, even though some nail techs, you all want to do this full time, you think you're going to be able to make all this money just doing all these expensive, fancy, drawn out sets. It's probably not going to work out that way. To be honest with you. And you could tell me what another nail tech do, and I could tell you that nail tech probably fronting for the gram. Right? They probably fronting for the gram, putting up all that fancy stuff or they don't pay no real bills for real. I pay real bills for real, okay? Rent, car note, everything all by myself. So I know what it takes to make this money for real, for real. At the end of the day, you got to have a good mix of people that you can make a decent income off of. And I don't know too many nail techs that just got this big old client book of $100, $200 clients. That's just not realistic. I have a few, but that's kind of hard to find. And they're few and far between unless you in LA or something. And that'll be a whole, that's because you have a big brand, you know? So realistically, speed and learning how to make your sets, you know, look good and stay on schedule. Those are where the regular everyday woman is going to be your more consistent client. That's what I'm trying to say. That's going to be your real client. In reality, you know, they want a little something, but they don't need all that 500 million rhinestones and all that. No. And this is the quickest way. These sets like this are quick. When I tell you they're quick, they're pretty quick, and the client will be satisfied. You can see how fast I work. I've let you all see me do numerous sets in the past couple days. So, you know, I'm not just talking out my butt. And I get them in and out. So, my 5th person will be here shortly. Actually, because I know her, she probably downstairs waiting in her car. And she will ring my bell on the dot. Because to get in and get out, because she probably got stuff to do, go last minute Christmas shopping. I've already done makeup today. I've already done all type of stuff today. And I'm going to have this girl right here in and out my house. People got stuff to do. I don't want to take up nobody's whole day trying to do no $500 set. They here and they there, but for the most part, nope. In and out. And then, like I said too in another video, a lot of those, if you want to have this big fancy clientele with all this fancy stuff, those clients tend not to even be that loyal. Because they'll have that money, they'll have it one week, and then the next week they won't. You know, those are income tax clients and stuff like that. For the most part, it's going to be pretty hard to find this big old clientele that's willing to spend hundreds of dollars all the time on their nails. Realistically, you want to look for, yeah, you want to go after working class people who like a little something, who are going to be consistent in booking. Okay, just a little something now. She ain't even asked me for this stuff. I'm just putting it on here. That's what you're looking for, guys. So I just showed you. I've shown you a lot of my clients lately, so I'm just kind of giving you an idea of what the real life is like. What is it like being a real live full working nail tech? And I know you've seen people work online before, but have you seen? You don't know. I don't know. Maybe you do, but really we don't see those real full-time nail techs that's really paying all their own bills by themselves. See, a lot of people don't tell the truth. A lot of these, I ain't gonna say no names because I don't know for sure, but I can pretty much see a lot of these young girls, they may have some government assistance paying $25 in rent, you know, and all this type of stuff. Yeah, you can afford to play around and pop bottles and stuff with your money. I'm talking about how do you do nails for real. Like, I got real straight up $2,000-$3,000 in bills every month, and I still want to have a nice life. How do I do that? How do I do nails? Can I do nails supporting all these bills I get? Yes, you can. I'm telling you the realistic way. The realistic way to do it. It's like, doing nails is fun, right, you guys? Doing nails is fun, but at the same time, it is work. So, like, today is a real working day for me. She's number 4. Number 5 is probably sitting outside my house right now, because it's a system that we all run by. And shoot, I already talked. I've been on the phone with different people and different people's DMs, confirming and answering questions. You know, getting appointments and answering questions for next week's appointments. What else? What else should I say, Winter?
I'm doing a wonderful job.
She said I'm doing a wonderful job. No darn help. I'm just saying, like, this is the real life of it, though. Like, I just don't want anybody to have these romantic thoughts of what it is. Mm-hmm. It's not always sparkle and daisies. Sometimes the designs or the work you may do that day may be a little boring to you. I'm not saying your nails are boring. I'm just saying, like, every day is not this day of rhinestones and glitter. Some days it may be some boring work. Some days it may be some work you're like, oh, God, that's ugly. But that's what they wanted.
Right.
So you got to do it, you know.
Sometimes she don't like the stuff I ask her to do.
Right. I'll be like, well, if that's what you want, that's when I say something like that. She already know, but I'm like, well, shoot, she the client, though. So I'm going to do whatever she tell me to do. I'm going to do it. Whatever that is. I just think I have a good mix of people. I'm happy with it. I have a good mix of people, and it pays all my bills, like, every month. So, switch hands. It pays all my bills, and that's what we're looking for. And realistically, that's not always a pretty or a fun day. And I think that's what I want to get across to people, because social media is giving out these false, I think they're giving out some false parameters of what it looks like, and everybody just want to get online and show stuff when it's something fun. Or they just want to get online and show stuff when it's something pretty, that a set they proud of. Some of the sets you may look at that I do, you like, that ain't even all that. Well, guess what? The green, the bank accepted the green that I gave them from doing all that. You get what I'm saying? Like, that was the point of that day. I met my goal for the day. So, I don't want, that's why I say, designs. Can you run a business? She know I don't play with that. I run it like I try to run it like a well-oiled machine. I really, really do. And I don't ever want to be that technician that messes up someone's day. Mm-hmm. You know, my first client today. Okay, switch hands. My first client today, she was telling me how the girl that she originally was going to. Well, I had 2 different stories, but she was talking about hair. She was saying this girl was in this beautiful suite and all this, and she did nice hair. She did good work. She's like, but the girl could not keep a schedule to save her life. And I hear this
Wow.
so much. Like the first, but see, this is what a lot of people do. If you want these people, stop this because clients are not stupid. Um, she said the first time she guilted her by saying, "Oh, I ain't gonna be able to take you." Had her waiting outside. Now I hear this all the time. Had her waiting outside
Mm.
that suite. I ain't gonna be able to take you because my grandmother, no, my uncle, he's about to pass away. Everybody got to rush to the hospital. Who gonna say something to that? That you can't say anything about that. Switch hands. In that type of situation, you just got to go along with it. That's like you would be a creep if you said you lying or whatever. But she said, okay, she was cool. But the second time, she came up with another excuse with the grandmother. You get what I'm saying? I will
Mm-hmm.
never say anybody's names or whatever, but I'm just saying she came up with a second. At that point, she knew that the person was just full of it. And she said, at that point, she just stopped even, she didn't even reply back. She just said she knew she had to find somebody else. And I see that a lot of people in the industry do stuff like that. I hear stories like that when I tell you all the time, switch hands, all the time. So it's like, I think sometimes when it's not fun anymore, a lot of us start playing with our clients, playing with our people's schedule. And that's messed up because that girl, she makes good money. She has no
Mm-hmm.
problem being your client for years and years to come. That one client could be the person that covers half your car note. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever. Her and her daughter come. That one client could be covering half your darn car note, but you choose to play with her darn schedule and give her the runaround with coming showing up for appointments. So now she gone somewhere else. Because that one client could have covered half her car note. If she got a
Right.
daughter, me and my daughter gonna start coming. Now I'm bring my daughter. That's half your car note, you know. But for a lot of people, when it ain't fun no more, they ain't feeling it that day. I ain't feeling it today, so I ain't going. I'm just gonna give them some lame excuse. You
Yeah.
can't, you can't
You
do
gotta
that.
treat people how you want people to treat you. You don't
Yeah,
waste nobody's time or nobody money because you don't want nobody to waste your time or your money.
right. So I'm like, what? And when I hear these type of stories, I'm like, I hear these type of stories all week long, like how they found me, or do I know a hairstylist? Because from these hairstylists and nail techs and stuff, I'm like, this is just crazy. I can't believe that people in the beauty industry, we're gonna keep curing, and I can't believe that people in the beauty industry are still doing this type of stuff, but say they're a full time professional. Every day ain't fun. I'm tired. She said guilty of that. Oh my God. Oh, I really, absolutely. I'm sorry. We gotta have some real conversations here. I can't stand people do that. I've never done anything like that in my life. I just rather tell a person I don't feel good.
Right.
And I rarely do that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've had days. Now I'm gonna tell you one little story, but this is from when I was 20 years old. Literally 20. This is my first salon I ever worked in. This is the worst I think I've done. And it wasn't my fault, but it was my fault. So me and a couple of the girls in the salon, after we were finished, a lot of the times it'll be too late to go out. So we went ahead and went to the darn liquor store and bought alcohol. And they had some mudslide on sale. So we all bought all these bottles of mudslide because it was ridiculously cheap. And then we went and got our food and everything. We came back to my house and we used to sit up and read magazines and practice our makeup and get drunk and eat. So I'm eating and we drinking these mudslides and everything. And next thing you know, two of us, because we was the one drinking the mudslides, got sick as I don't know what. I don't know what happened, but we was sick. When I tell you sick, one girl was so sick, it was like instantly. I would have thought somebody drugged us. That's how sick we just all instantly became. One girl started throwing up behind my couch. It was like it
Mm.
was just the worst thing I ever felt in my life. So the next morning, I had to get up and do clients. So I did get up, and I remember even getting up and going to drive to get to the salon. I remember still feeling drunk, like driving to the salon. I felt like drugged. Something wasn't right. You get what I'm saying? It was like
Mm-hmm.
beyond. Come on now, mudslide. They sell that at restaurants. It's not even a strong drink. So I got to the salon and I was booked that day. I had clients on top of clients on top of clients. Hold that hand down. I want to let that gel settle before I put it in the light. Um, my first client came. I was just sitting there and I tried to do her nails and I just bust out crying. I said, I can't do it. Or something like that. And I was just like, I'm sorry, I can't do it. I don't feel good. And I don't even remember what happened because this was a long time ago. But I had to go sleep on the couch for the rest of the day in the salon. I was even too messed up to even take myself back home. I actually
Mm.
think we were poisoned. I think that's what happened because it was just outrageous the way, I think that was poisoning, right? And I think that's why the mudslide was so cheap. They were just trying to get rid of it. I think it was expired or something.
Mm.
So that's the only time I had to like flake on clients. But man, how we say we want to be in the industry and we flaking on clients. When I hear stories like that, I'm like, what? You won't never build a real clientele like that. I don't play. I don't know. I just can't. I just can't. I don't know. I'm not perfect, but I'm just saying, like, it's a real job. And sometimes you got to be disciplined when you don't want to even do it. And even that day, you see, I didn't even know back then. I was poisoned. I was still trying to come up to work. Otherwise, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna always be there. And a lot of days I don't want to be there. I don't want to talk. I'm having a bad day. I'm going through a breakup. I actually had somebody not too long ago call me, supposed to get my hair done, and she come calling me, and I'm like, okay, this is strange that she's calling me. And then she just bust out crying, like the way she was crying. I thought something happened.
So
Let me take a look at it first. Okay, I just wanted to make sure this gel settled, but it did, so we can put this hand in. And she was crying all crazy. I'm thinking something really bad happened the way this girl cried. She made my heart skip a beat. And I'm like, what's wrong? And she couldn't even talk. I'm like, what's wrong? Where you at? What's wrong? I can't talk about it. And she hung up. I'm on my way to her, though. I'm on my way, literally driving that way to her.
Mm.
This happened recently, like in the past year. So I was a little pissed. Because I'm like, I'm literally driving on my way to you. I done took my hair down. I found my vape, too. Y'all, my vape fell up under my makeup chair. Inside of one of my makeup bags that sits underneath my makeup chair. The reason why is because that's where my purse sits in my makeup chair. And I guess when I grabbed my purse real fast, it made the vape fall down and up under the chair into the basket with the makeup bags. And it was just so crazy how I found it. But y'all found my vape because this was really stressing me out. But no, seriously, I was like having anxiety, like I need my vape. But back to this story. Come to find out some days later, it's because she got into it with her boyfriend.
Mm.
That ain't no reason to cancel on a client that's on the way. I'm sorry. Hi. That is not a reason to cancel on a person that's on their way to you. If you're not on your way to the emergency room because you hurt, you still got to move about your day. If you had a regular job, you can't be like, oh, my boyfriend just said something to me on my lunch break when I was talking to him and he's just really upset at me. You think your boss can be like, oh, okay, we'll take the day off. That ain't how this go. And that's where a lot of people got this twisted and they don't really see the full potential of the type of money they should make. And that's the type of stuff that I hear my clients say. And I did just experience that. And I was kind of ticked off at that girl. And I didn't think that was, I thought that was like not professional. Get your shit together. If you have to, go have a drink. Go have a shot. Get yourself together. That was not a reason to have me drive all the way towards you. I done took my hair down. I'm looking a hot mess. And because you don't argue with your boyfriend, you just completely say, screw me. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that is not acceptable. And this, if you will never be running you will lose clients that way. You know, like, she should have lied to me because I felt like that was not a good enough excuse. I'm just saying. When I did that to my clients way back in the day, I had food poisoning. I didn't know. I just thought I was hungover, but we didn't drink enough to have food poisoning. We had poison. We were poisoned. And I was still trying to come to work and do them, but the room was spinning like I was poisoned. Other than that, I've always shown up. Unless I have the flu. I think last year I had the flu. Well, you one of the people I had to cancel on? I had to cancel on like 2 days worth of people. And I went to the emergency room and everything. And because my clients know how I run my business, if I say something like that, it's because it's really happening. And that may happen once a year, once every other year. But some people just don't feel like it today. They ain't in the mood today. So they just come up with some BS excuse. And don't do that with people.
Mm-hmm.
People got stuff to do. So, that's the hard part to me about being an entrepreneur, because we have the right to do what we want to do. And it's up to you to do the unpopular thing sometimes, the thing you don't want to do. That's where that discipline comes in. If you're not disciplined enough to do what's right, then you're not going to have loyal clients. Because people could pick up BS. They might go, oh, okay, feel better, okay. But they really, people just really trying to be nice. They know when you BSing them.
Mm-hmm.
So you either want to do this or you don't. Every day ain't fun. It is not fun all the time. I promise you it's not fun all the time. And you have to go in and still put on a good face or whatever. I could be sitting here too, like I've been doing her, man. I could be sitting here with extreme gas or how I feel like I got the runs. She would never know it. But if I'm cool enough, I'd be like, girl, I feel like I got the runs. But I'm saying, like, but the day still must go on. I can't be like, oh, I feel like I got the runs today. I ain't doing no nails today. That is not how it goes. I got a full book. I got to do people. Like any other job, it's strict. It's just like going any other job and all the rules and stuff regarding attendance and all that. We have to have the same thing. You can show them and see she does more plain nails, but it you see how fast I did them? Like it was a fast set, but it was
It actually was.
Yeah, we done early. I told my next client to come a few minutes late, but actually, what time is it? Right, I'm 2 minutes early for the next person. I told her to come 15 minutes late. But I just was trying to anticipate not having her sit around. We got to really like the business. So thank you. Color. Oh, hey, Sharina. Yeah, she picked that color.
It was the first time I wasn't undecisive.
Yeah, normally it's like, oh my God, it can go 30 minutes if I let it. And then she gets flustered because then she can't pick a color. And I'm like, oh, I got to step in. I got to just step in and be like this. And then I got to tell her a reason why that. She'll be like, okay. Yep.
The scrub is in the washroom.
Yep, you already know. And because you're a regular, honey, all regulars getting the scrub for Christmas. I had ran out, so I had to make some more before. I'm like, okay, I got a few minutes. Let me make some more. I ran out. But yeah. Wait, I was reading comments now. Hey, Sharina. Hello, everybody. London been missing. London, come get this smock. Exactly. I'm in the shop now paying my dues and only anticipating a basic gel mani. Every day ain't a pretty day. Every day is not a pretty day. A lot of days I don't feel like doing it. Yeah, I got to do better, but I think you just made a great comment. I think you just made a, yeah, it's you. Yeah, I got to do better, but I underperform when I'm not mentally there. I don't cancel, I just say I'm booked. I'm glad you said that. Because even though I go on my little tangents, I'm not saying anything to any one particular person. My goal here is we're going to talk about the real issues and being a beauty professional full time where you can live just as good a life as everybody else, or if not better. It should be better. Okay? Because there's money in this industry. However, we got to discuss and tackle some real issues. And what you just said, I have the same issues. When I don't feel good or I'm not in the mood, I notice to me, and it might, see, this is the thing, it might just be you. My work is not as good as it normally is, depending on my mood. But you cannot let that stop you from taking people or be canceling people's appointments or turning away business. That's not how this business goes. I'll tell you, it smells good. That's my new scent that I kind of put together. And that's the one that's in the
Is it?
Yep, that's that. I changed it a little bit. Yes. But you see what you just said? That's real talk. And you say I got to work on that. I'm the person that's just going to call out the real stuff. And I'm going to tell you too, I have the same problems. I have the same issues. I have the same days where I have to push myself mentally. I'm not, talking like I'm perfect, so you all better get perfect like me. No, I'm telling you, like, these are the real issues that will hold a person back and be the difference between someone being full-time and not full-time. Somebody quitting before they even get started. Because these are real things that people don't talk about on YouTube when they designing and putting all the sparkle stuff up. The real issues, the real mental battles that we go through, our days that we're not feeling creative. I have those days. And the older I get, it's becoming more and more because sometimes, like my younger clients, they want more than I want to give. So I'm mentally pushing myself with them because I'm thinking kind of on one part, it's like, that looks ratchet, to be honest with you. But I got to satisfy the client. So I have the same issues, trust me. But do I say, well, I ain't taking nobody else today, I'm going to cancel? No, I got to do them and push through the day. And, maybe I'll go look it up later and see what else is new. Just making sure I'm staying up on the trends. Like, it's a real job. And being an entrepreneur, you're going to have to always work. And that's the reason why that's a battle. A lot of people don't make it full time because they quit too easy. Because they think they just looking at the glitz and glam of it. I'm glad you said that because that's true. Once you get past that little, what you call it? that little honeymoon phase. It's our honeymoon phase and everything. So once you get past the honeymoon phase of being this beauty professional, oh, I do, I work in glitter all day. It's a honeymoon phase. When it get real and it's a real everyday thing that keep going year after year after year, you're gonna have emotional stuff going on. Gotta push through.
Real life.
Real life. It's a real life job. It's a real life job. Don't forget to take this. So, okay, my next client will be here in a few minutes. I'm gonna walk her out, and then that's it. So I might keep going live. I have 2 more people here, and then I gotta go to somebody else. I have 7 people today, so something like that. Okay, till the next video.